Roman 3-coat process. Roman is a Tobias stucco texture achieved with a smooth first coat and a medium lace second coat, sanded and stained. Roman is simply the Milano texture stained. Tobias stucco stain comes in terracotta, yellow, gray, brown, and red. Each can be used separately, or once dry, one can be applied over the other for more depth. Use a bristle brush or spray to apply Tobias stucco stain over Milano textured surface. Cover the surface with the stain section by section, keeping a continuous wet edge. Immediately use a clean, white dampened cloth to catch the runs and control the look of the finish by feathering out the edges. Apply with an irregular pattern. Do not be consistent. Allow to dry. Sand until you see a slight variation in the texture. Be sure not to miss any spots. Sand down ridges. Wear a mask while sanding and removing dust. If desired, apply 1 to 2 coats of Safe Coat polyuracil, satin finish sealer. To avoid roller marks, have someone follow behind with a damp clean white cloth and pounce over the marks. San Marino 2-coat process. San Marino is a Tobias stucco 2-coat sanded texture achieved with a basic smooth trowel. For first coat, follow instructions for Umbria first coat. Apply second coat with a smooth trowel technique, leaving half rounded marks with a trowel or taping knife. Allow second coat to dry thoroughly. Sand the surface with an electric sander. Use 60 grit sandpaper for the classic Tobias stucco and 200 grit sandpaper for the pure Tobias stucco. Sand until the surface is smooth, not flat. Sanding will create color variations. Remove excess dust with a soft brush. Go over the walls very lightly. Wear a mask while sanding and removing dust. Lucca 3-coat process. Lucca is a Tobias stucco texture achieved with smooth, skip, and rough trowel techniques and then sanded. Lucca is simply the San Marino texture with a random rough trowel coat added. First follow instructions for San Marino. Apply third coat over San Marino texture with a rough trowel in a random pattern. Leave open areas of different sizes and shapes and knock down. Allow third coat to dry. Sand until the surface is smooth, but not flat. Use 60 grit sandpaper for the classic Tobias stucco and 200 grit sandpaper for the pure Tobias stucco. Remove excess dust with a soft brush. Go over the walls very lightly. Wear a mask while sanding and removing dust. Umbria smooth, smooth surface. 2-coat process. Umbria smooth, is a Tobias stucco smooth texture achieved with a basic smooth trowel technique. For first coat, follow instructions for Umbria first coat. Allow first coat to dry before applying the second coat. Apply the second coat the same thickness as the aggregate, pulling tight across the surface. After misting the wall, lay the product down smooth. Veracé, 2 or 3 coat texture. Veracé is a Tobias stucco texture that requires the use of a stainless steel trowel. Veracé is simply a smooth Umbria texture that is worked a bit longer and can be waxed to a sleek finish. Follow instructions for smooth Umbria. For the final step, continue the compressing of the product and mist with water when necessary. Allow to dry. Trowel on a smooth coat of Tobias stucco wax. When dry to the touch or transparent, buff with an electric buffer. Multi-Veracé, 3-coat process. Multi-Veracé is a Tobias stucco texture that requires the blending of 2 colors that can be waxed to a sleek finish. For first coat, follow instructions for smooth Umbria first coat. Apply second coat with a smooth trowel. Because Tobias stucco is not a lime-based product, you don't have to take short random strokes. It's a more productive application process. Allow Tobias stucco to set up. The product will still be damp. When you touch it, the product should not come off on your finger. Begin misting with water and compressing. Skip trowel the third coat and knock down, leaving no ridges or edges. It should be smooth. Add more color if desired. Trowel down the surface. Note, while one applicator is applying the second coat of Tobias stucco, have another applicator come behind with the third coat. Let it set up. Time depends on job site conditions. Come back and lay the product down smooth. Trowel down the surface. Let dry thoroughly. Trowel on a smooth coat of Tobias stucco wax. When dry to the touch, buff with an electric buffer.